tonight's video, we're going to be covering a composition that I recommend to practice in almost every practice session you have. But before we get into that, if you'd like to join an online tabla community with members all around the world and even transform your tabla playing with private mentorship from me, click the link in the description and join our Discord. Now, here are the bowls for today's composition. So it goes like dha getak dhinne nana gene nati getak dhinne nana gene tinne nana gene nag tere kit nati getak dhinne nana gene. So let me demonstrate this. So, there's a lot of reasons to practice this composition. So let me start with the first. You'll have noticed that there's a lot of ga strokes, a lot of biome work in this. And really what I think the goal of improving your biome work is, of course, one is strength. And you'll improve your strength by playing the phrase like nati gegetak dhinne nana gene. So the gegetak, the two in a row, that will of course over time strengthen your baya. But another thing that really improves your baya work, and this is a bit more subtle, is that you'll be used to of course modulating the baya, but there's something that I'd like to call micro modulations, which mean that even in between the modulations, there's actually different pitches that you can take your baya to. Meaning that not every modulation has to be so noticeable or so extreme. You can just kind of have subtleties in your modulation, and that'll give your tabla playing more flavor. And this will be a topic that I'll further explain in other videos as well. So for that reason, I think it's fantastic to improve your baya. Another thing is the nanagene. And I've covered an exercise before in the past, which really will strengthen your nanagene. I really recommend practicing that. If you have that in your practice and this together, you'll be working on both your baya and your nanagene, which are really two big aspects of tabla playing that may actually hold many people back. So definitely work on those. Now, there's another thing you can also do with this composition. When you're accompanying in tintal, you can use portions of this and use it as a mukra. And I'll demonstrate this in two different ways at a pretty slow speed. So I'm going to play tintal, and in the last line, I'll use a phrase from this qaida. So here we go. So those are two different ways that I use just a phrase from this composition. And like that, you can be very creative with how you're using this. And of course, if you're going to do that, you definitely need good command of the nati gegetak dhinne, because that may be a phrase that seems like it'll come anytime you want it easily. But in my personal experience, it takes work for that to come out correctly. Because it does take, of course, the strength aspect, but of course, you'll want to slide forward as well. And of course, the timing between the two drums. So with all these different aspects on getting the nati gegetak dhinne right, I really do recommend practicing this in every single practice session that you can. And that's all for this video. Thank you.